Так, Тімон. І бажаю, щоб картошка добре родила. So guys, here is the first point I wanna to make in this video, which is the actual pro of living abroad. And in fact, it is the very fact that you are able to literally say nothing to anyone and in fact, like, get away with it. Well, sometimes it can be really embarrassing situation if it turns out to be that the other person knows the language you have said some weird thing in, knows this language. Oh, hi. But like most of the times it is not so, especially in like countries with totally different language from yours. And yeah, sometimes it's really fun to see to someone like любиш шаурму? So basically in this very first chunk of this video I introduce the first pro of living abroad, and it is actually the expansion of your mind. Surely saying some freaky phrases to strangers is not the pinnacle of enlightenment. However, I think that it is to some extent the ability to reconnect with that feeling when you are a little child and you're capable of just taking two pencils and imagine that they are rockets and be that amused by this as some adults are not, even by going to extremely expensive vacations. So that's actually the real advantage of living abroad, which I discovered for myself. And to just give it a certain name, let's call it the expansion of mind and the realization of that anything is possible. What the hell is this? Discomfort in simple things such as reading what is the actual grocery. Yeah, and here I must be honest, even though it is quite funny from time to time to feel yourself such as some 4-year-old kid who does not just practically does not understand what is even written on some poster on the wall, or have no clue what the people around you are talking about, even though it is sometimes quite fun. Overall, it does bring some unnecessary challenges in your life. But again, it all depends on the perspective, but particularly this time it is definitely the con of living abroad. It is the specific discomfort which is brought up by not being fluent in the language local people speak and write in. Difference in culture and overall climate. I have put this statement as a neutral fact because, to be honest, at first I wanted to label it as the disadvantage of living abroad. However, then I thought that, wait a minute, in fact it can be a real pro, such as it can be really related to the very first advantage I have mentioned, because actually the drastic difference in the external reality is what actually makes you to look inside of yourself. So like difference is in this way actually very good thing. But after making all this talk with myself and actually doing the research on what category I should put this statement in, I finally decided to put it in the third one, which is named neutral fact. And yeah, basically there are a lot of differences in culture and climate when you move to diverse country.
Yeah, the time of you looking at my pretty shoulders is done. However, now I wanna introduce you the next pro of living abroad, which I have found out, and in fact, it is the fresh look at life it brings for you. Because when you exist in the ecosystem of your native country, especially when you live there your whole life, surely it depends on the exact household you lived in, the exact people you interacted with, etc., etc., etc. All of this somehow affects your perspective on life, but nothing brings such a refreshment as the total turnover which happens when you move abroad. Therefore, the second advantage of living abroad, fresh look at life.
The con number 2, missing the homeland. And yeah, surely when you are in different countries, sometimes the thoughts like, oh, if I only was at home, and what it is like right now there in my home country, and all this kind of stuff. And even just cornily, the basic feeling of missing your homeland is definitely the disadvantage of being abroad. Surely the thoughts such as the possibility of you coming back makes it easier, but on the emotional level it usually remains the same. The certain, maybe even grief sometimes captures you. And yeah, here is the second con of living abroad. It is missing the homeland. And I would love to end this video on the positive note, the actual benefits you gain when moving abroad, and these are so valuable that indeed I think no neutral facts nor some negative from certain perspective things are not so painful when you realize what the benefits you obtain. And the third one is your ability to build, in fact, any character you want, because there is a completely different circumstances you are put in. People around you mostly have no clue what person you used to be and what role you used to play in your home country. So that's surely just straight to the top of the list of advantages, your ability to create any persona you want thanks to the conditions you are put in. And the fourth reason, it is something what you would pay a lot of money for in your home country, and that's the ability to practice the foreign language with native speakers absolutely for free. Just talk to the cashier, talk to your teachers, talk to your co-workers. It all depends on what lifestyle you have, and you are able, by doing this, kill, yes, that's Ukrainian phrase, kill not even 2 but 3 rabbits with 1 bullet. First one, learning new language allows you to improve your mind's ability to look at things from wider perspective and think more laterally. The second thing is you gain a valuable skill which then can be monetized and somehow used for advantage of yours and those around you. And thirdly, it actually helps with the con number 2, because you remember missing the homeland. Why would you do this? Why not why would you do this, but rather why would this type of feelings arise? Yes, because you feel somehow alienated from the tribe. So, in modern terms, from society. And it actually has nothing to do with the physical attitude towards you, because surely people around you, mostly in civilized countries and actually anywhere in the world, they do help you, but you still feel like a guest. And knowing of local language helps you to feel more like home, at least to a certain extent. And here is the ultimate, the biggest advantage which you possess when you are abroad. Pause the video on this moment and please type in your variant in the comment section. I am really curious what would you think, my subscriber, is this particular thing which I consider the most valuable. And it is the real chance for you to develop self-sufficiency and realize that actually you are the one who is in charge of everything in your life. Because when you are the fly in the honey, well, and basically just translating it into humans' realities, when you are the person who is in the comfort, you are not even given a chance to delve deeper to see what actual capacities you possess within. But when you just face all these demons inside and this seemingly unescapable discomfort around, you are given two choices. You are either get bitter or get better. And here you find out the first that you will have this choice, that extremely empowering, and when you do choose consciously to get better, life just can't stop rewarding you for your ability to for your honest desire to pursue mastery and God, but not giving up and indulging in some satanic instant gratification activities, usually drinking alcohol and smoking weed. Therefore, guys, in total we have 5 pros of living abroad, 2 cons, and 1 neutral fact. I consider that I did manage to deal with certain difficulties I have faced in my life abroad, and also I am still in the process of improving it and actually figuring out the things which can be enhanced even further. So far I have possessed certain amount of experience, and I would love to share it with you, my friend, in the form of course which I have created and am ramping it up by editing the videos and structuring it so it is maximally, let's say, eatable and understandable for you. Please, if you are the foreigner living abroad, not knowing how to fit in, first of all, inside because of some ambiguity in the external reality, then follow the links in the description below, where you will find worldwide master course being available for you for an extremely low price until the 25th of February when the course will be actually released. Additionally, for those who can't afford paying the price, just go to the links in the description below and you will find the other ways to get this precious information onto how divide your life abroad before, when it sucks and you actually only find the ways to live through day by coping, to after, when you actually are shocked with how many opportunities you are indeed given, and finally when all this happens you just start living the other kind of life at all. Thanks for watching and do not give up. I love you and stay awesome.